Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Celestial Farm Girl here. So happy you can be with me today. Let's see if I can get my hat on straight. Anyway, I love you guys, and I just want to thank you guys for your likes, shares, your subscribes, comments, just hanging out with me. And, I just love y'all. So, today we're here to do a reading for the 7-7 portal that was yesterday. And what can we expect, this big 7-7 thing? We're going through a lot right now, right? Out in the collective, a lot of, it looks like chaos, but it's actually deconstruction and reconstruction at the same time. We're taking apart the old matrix and we're going to put together a new one, right? In fact, we don't need a matrix. We're just going to learn how to live like humanity needs to live. So the 7 number is about spirituality and questing and learning and awakening, right? It's the great awakening number. It's when we realize that not everything was as it seemed, and that we really need to dive deeper in order to get a better understanding. And we will. We will. The spiritual awakening, as a lot of people thought it was la 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 la, walk through the park, it is not. And let's just get that, out of the way. A spiritual awakening is messy, it's rough, it's hard, it's not everybody comes out. We have to go in and lick our scars, our wounds, and that takes a lot of courage and a lot of faith and hope and belief in oneself. The seed. I love this. The seed. What's the seed? The seed is to plant something, right? Sometimes we plant seeds where other things are already planted at, that they can grow together, to see what kind of seed or what kind of, what's going to pop up out of that seed. I don't even know what that seed is. But a seed is magic. It's magic. It's something that you can even plant in yourself, or you can plant in the ground, or you can plant in a pot. It's something you can plant in your brain, you can plant in your heart, you can plant it in your body. A seed can be a good plant, and it can also be not so good a plant. It can be wicked, evil, that hurts other things around it, or is poisonous, or, stinks, or something like that, right? So we want to make sure the seeds we plant aren't noxious seeds or noxious, I can't say that, weeds. And so in the great spiritual awakening, this is why it's so important that we always come back to the original seed. You are a seed that God planted on this earth. You already have the imprint of that seed upon you. This reading is for your spiritual, DNA, your spiritual roadmap, and the great awakening that we're all going through. And it's not easy. We got 6, balance and harmony. We have Saturn here, and we have Neptune, and Saturn is in retrograde right now, so we got a lot of balance, harmony, and dreamy energy. Saturn is the taskmaster. You could almost say he's on vacation or she's on vacation, and while it's on vacation, maybe we get a good vacation too, which is pretty awesome. All the way through November, life gets a little bit easier, a little bit dreamier, a little bit more balanced, and that is a beautiful seed to be planting right now. More peace in life, more love in life, more standing up and speaking truth in life. Again, awakening is not easy. We are required as awakened individuals to speak our truth, to speak it, even if we feel embarrassed by it or like others won't agree with it. Again, awakening is not easy. It takes a lot of love, and not a lot of love just for yourself, but a lot of love to want to change the world. And you have become the change you want to see. And therefore, now it's time to share that and shine that light out there to others, that they too can also become the change they want to see, the better world, hopefully. And look, light always came out of the darkness. The darkness, you know, chaos, darkness, gave birth to a steady light or a steady sun at one time that was a permanent fixture and not just a swirling mass of confusion and chaos. Yeah, the universe, out of her darkness, I'd have to say, out of her womb, popped out a bright and sparkly baby boy. A masculine, I mean, if we wanted to look at it like that, I guess. But anyway, the 7-7 portal, it's all about questing deep within your own soul, finding that power and that magic that you are born with, and your image of God, that image that is not hard to attain. It's just we have to go through have a lot of courage to find it. We have to go through fear and, confusion. We have to think outside the box because, creator of creations obviously never was in a box, because look how big this place is, outward and onward always. And so the 7-7 portal would want us to probably focus in on ourselves and ask ourselves those tough questions. What do I want to do with this, with this new spiritual age that's coming into effect, where everybody realizes whether they want to be or not, they're spiritual. You got love in your heart, you're spiritual. You think, you're spiritual. You feel, you're spiritual. We've always been spiritual, other than we dimmed it down. We didn't want to allow these lighthearted, goody feelings that, we're just as good as each other. We're all equal, because there's always been this some sort of somebody had to be the boss and, tell the rest of us what to do. But we're coming out of that stage now. We're learning that we don't need that it hasn't helped us grow, that we're all our own boss, that we are all individuals, and that we all come from a source of creation that's limitless possibilities of anything is possible. And when we begin to play with those possibilities and work with them in a spiritual way, it's kind of like hitting the lottery. Boom, death and rebirth, right? Nothing better than dying to something old that you're tired of living with and being reborn into something new. And I'm talking about even in the life, we die every night when we go to sleep, and then we wake up each morning again, renewed every day. Every day it's a new day. Every day a new chance. Every day a new way. If we choose to make a new way, we can always go and stay the same. But right now, there's a lot of powerful magic on this planet that says, step out of your old self, have faith and hope, and believe in the power of anything is possible. If you can think it, you can make it. If you can dream it, you can create it. That's what I would think. You know, the first consciousness was alone for how long in darkness before the birth of light came? I'm not sure. I know some things were born within minutes and seconds after other things laid in dormancy for millions or billions of years, according to the birth of the universe. But it was like a tree, it branched out and branched out and branched out and branched out. In fact, the universe looks like a giant tree if they get it all together and put it, or brain. And the brain kind of looks like the top of a tree too, right? Okay, so this new awakening and the rebirth is not easy. Why? Because we are feeling our emotions, and our emotions are very powerful. How we feel, how we think, is basically what runs the life, right? It runs the body. It runs the muscles. How we feel, how we think is how we approach everything we do, right? So the first thing we got to do is work in that inner world of how we feel and how we think as we're going through the awakening. And the inner world is so important. So important to go in there and have a look at past, present, and, even what you expect for the future. To sort it all out and see if it lines up. Does the past and the present line up? Have you grown? Have you moved forward in life? Have you found new mindsets? Have you, learned new things? Have you pushed yourself to uh, change in any way whatsoever and become adaptable and agile and, going through life with a hop, skip, and a jump, right? Yeah. Well, that would be love, right? This is Six of Waters. Yeah, that would be love. Loving yourself, being born anew each day, each morning, to wake up and say, I love myself. I'm so grateful to be here today. Is a wonderful way to begin to awaken yourself to a softer, gentler world that you create on your own. Spirituality is a community and a collective thing, but it's actually also an individual thing. And we're spiritual all day long, whether we're with the collective or community. We're connected, and so when we're not feeling at our most best, it's time to remember to cleanse, and we cleanse by loving ourselves, comforting ourselves, making sure our self-worth and self-esteem is up to par, that we're caring for ourselves, eating good for ourselves. Gosh, I'm an all-day job. I practically need a babysitter. Okay, anyway, love yourself and love yourself well, okay? Love yourself and have fun with it, play with it, laugh at stuff, let it pass you by. That's spiritual too. If things that are going on in your life and you have no control over them, let them go. Let that go. Yeah. Keep your thoughts happy, because what you create and in your mind, any kind of stress that's in your mind will, in your heart, can cause, that same energy outside of your life. So it's really good to remain accountable for everything you do. That's a big part of spirituality. And, you know, always be good to who you are. Be true and faithful to you, because you're the one carrying your spirituality, and you want your spirit and soul to know that you love yourself as a creation of the Creator. And at those zero possibilities, this means that in time, with your training, with your mission, as you move further into it, you too have the possibility of becoming a creator of creations, right? Because that's basically what we're doing. We're learning how to create with Creator. But that's a lot of power, right? To manifest things. And, that's a lot of responsibility too. And, that's why we want to remember that we create our own luck, and that we want to make sure we stay focused on ourselves and the greater good of all. The greater good of all. Because we can't create for ourselves and it takes away from others. Why not? Because then that's exactly what they have been doing to us for thousands of years. The families who have been in power for thousands of years created and they took from us. Yeah, they just took and took and took. Chained us up to this post right here, made it look like we're free, but we still have to work for, if we don't work and supply them our energy, then we go homeless or we go hungry or we don't get to pay the bills. That's practically being slavery, when in all actuality, we're born to this planet like the birds get to make a nest, like the bears get to crawl into a cave. We have a right to live on this planet, but they have commandeered everything. And that's what this awakening is all about, bringing justice. Whereas the Native Americans lived, the land belonged to Mother Earth herself, and we were just here enjoying it. We didn't get to take nothing with us when we go. We just enjoyed the fruits of Mother Earth while we lived on this planet, and then we left the planet to the children. Like, that's the way we do. We die and leave it to the next generations. It's evil to buy up land and buy up land for thousands and thousands of years till you own everything. And while the simple people are just doing the best they can to survive in life. And that is not fair. That's not fair. And so hopefully a lot of our spiritual awakenings will be about love. Queen of Water, Queen of Cups, she's all about love. What's good for one is good for all, because we are all equal. You can't own land and pass it down to your children. That's not fair. Or families and families and families, and to, put a fence around everything and say, you got to pay this, you got to pay that. So therefore you got to work this long and you got to work that long in order to be able to pay for this and to pay for that. So I think the 7/7 portal is bringing a big awakening and shaking loose a lot of darkness. And so even though it looks chaotic out there, don't be afraid, because we're on a new trail, we're on a new path. And even if it looks like it's going to be a bumpy path and a scary ride, we have to hold faith and hope that the Creator of creations is with us at this time and directing everything in a good direction. And why do we do that? Because we don't want to give negative energy to the negative entity that's trying to keep us from taking back the matrix or from taking back our planet. We don't want to give any doubt, fear into negative forces that grow from that. We want to give hope, peace, and love to God's energy, that it grows and begins to enlighten the darkness. And the lighter we make the darkness, the less chaos subsides, the less energy they have over us, the less energy chaos has over us. So that's why we hold like this faith, hope on our path. We stay, happy, we stay joyful, we keep busy, we know God is with us, we know the enlightening is here, and we move forward with every step of the way. And we don't be afraid. We don't be afraid at all. We know that the Creator, this Mother Earth, is alive, and that she is going to make things right. Right? Yes. She is alive and going to make things right on this planet. And all the spirit masters and all who have been coming for all these thousands of years are here right now with us to bring back peace, harmony, balance, goodwill to life. Goodwill to life. Right? Goodwill to life. Okay, and the 77, my number is 777. It's been my number for a long, long time. And I was actually born at 747. So, a 7 is a very intimate number for me. And I love that number. Yeah, we're manifesting this now. Hope, peace, love. Don't feed the matrix with fear. Hope, peace, love. I gotta write that down. Don't feed the matrix with fear. Hope. Remember, hope, peace, love. Don't feed the matrix with fear. Yes, we're moving through. We're going to do this. We're going to change the world, and we're doing it through the metaphysical quantum fields. There's nothing they can do to stop it. Even if they know what's going on in the quantum fields, they still can't stop it. That's God's place. That's heaven. That's where God resides. That's where the ethers are. I really do believe that the ethers are in the quantum fields. So, yeah, it's happening. This is all about manifesting 8 of coins, 8 of earth. And yeah, she's all about, look at her ball, the crystal ball in her hand. She's saying, don't worry, my children. Don't worry. Your mama knows how to handle this. This false, I want to say, matrix. Would it be, I don't know, maybe a false husband at one time, false whatever, husbandman. Yeah. Anyway, it starts back at the Garden of Eden. Maybe Eve is just now coming aware of what's going on. One thing we know for sure is that the Divine Mother has given birth to a new world that can bring peace and harmony to this planet, and our children, the future. They deserve it. Nobody should be born into a world where they're a slave. Nobody. With that being said, I love you guys. Keep praying. Remember, we're breaking it. We're breaking the matrix. We're bringing justice. Believe that justice. Justice. If you don't believe in any other God in the world, believe in truth and justice, and let it just flow from there. But I believe in the Mother. I believe in the Father. I believe in the children, and we are the children of the inheritance of this planet. All of us. I don't want to take anything from the rich, but I'm tired of them taking it from us. Okay? There's enough resources to go around of everything. Everything. I love you. God bless y'all. Peace.